And a very good evening to you. It's the non-essential. It's Wednesday. Of course, it's 8:30. It's of course me and Daryl. How are you, Daryl? Good evening.
All right. How are you?
Not too bad for a Wednesday. It's not too bad. It's all been kicking off, hasn't it? So, we were going to bring you Great Yarmouth Town, but unfortunately it's been postponed.
Yeah, a bit foggy outside apparently. I haven't actually looked, but
apparently
foggy in Yarmouth.
Yes, apparently so. But, these things do happen, don't they? So hopefully we'll have Mr. Dan Jones with us very shortly. I believe that's Stephen from the Amber Wave was going to come on as well, but
probably driving home now.
I think he's doing some karaoke and he's actually going to watch Norwich City in the second half.
Well, that's just gone wrong, hasn't it, as well?
It's gone very wrong, but we won't mention that. Also got some other scores at the moment. Long Melford 2, Woodbridge 0. I think that's going to half-time at the moment. Judge and Gibbs have scored for the home side. And Enfield 0, Witham Town 1. 8 minutes have been played in that game as well. And I believe that is half-time. Yes, it is half-time. But there you go. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. And look, before we get onto it, we've got our very first guest, Mr. Ben Thompson from Morebarton Wanderers. Let's get him on there, shall we? Ben, good evening. How are you?
Here he is.
Hello, gents. How are you?
Not too bad for a Wednesday, but I believe that some people have got fogged out, shall we say, at Yarmouth. Must be postponed. So these things happen, don't they?
Coastal. It always throws up these things this time of year.
Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? But flying high at the moment, third in the division. You must be pretty happy with that.
It's been the last few weeks has been a good few weeks. I think I've had a quick look at the league in preparation for this interview. I think we're kind of now 11 unbeaten. We didn't even kind of look at this form guide, but now we're kind of gaining some momentum, and I think we're lost since November in the league. So it's been a nice run, and you kind of put these results together and got to focus game by game, and then you kind of find yourself up there. So that's kind of how it's gone, really. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you've had Thetford, Lakenheath, Mildenhall, and of course Durham Town as well. So they're all in the top 6, aren't they now?
Yeah, kind of had them in we said to the lads, it's this period we're in the midst of a kind of season-defying period, and we've come through that unscathed, and we now move on to kind of our bogey team, Downham on Saturday, then Walsham as well, which can always cause you issues on their day. So game by game kind of time of year now it is.
Yeah, definitely. But what did you see about the Saturday game with Durham? The 6-5.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it ever again.
Sure.
It was brilliant. It was awful. It was rewarding. It had all the emotions. We kind of went into the game, we sort of level and par with Durham. A couple of points separated us, and we find ourselves having a really fast start to the game, and we find ourselves 4-0 up on the stroke of half time, and you go into half time 4-0, and it's you like to think game's done, but they kind of score on the stroke of half time, and in football the pendulum can swing pretty quickly, can't it? So we came out on second half and kind of said to the lads, let's keep it tight for the first 10 minutes, and it was quite the opposite to that. They scored early on, and it was like the Alamo both ways. We scored a couple more. They had a red card. They scored 4 more, and it was just kind of backs against the walls the last 10 minutes. But we managed to come through, and they're the kind of results that you look back at in the season going, "Oh yeah, that was a good one." Yeah,
you kind of gone about your business under the radar, shall we say, because being in third, everyone is talking about Mildenhall, Newmarket. Of course, Thetford is still in there. Of course, they, as you know, lost in the playoffs last season. But you kind of been going about your run quite well, and you kind of, like I say, been under that radar.
Yeah, if you want to be sort of successful this time of year, it's kind of about gaining momentum this time of year, and if you can string a few results together this side of the new year, and your games are on, and you can kind of gain some momentum in it. That's exactly what we've done. Really, we never really particularly focus on a 2-game swing. It's always game by game, and you kind of focus on the job in hand every day and every game. And we kind of managed to overpower most opposition in the last 12 games. But we go to Downham on Saturday, which is a different beast, really. We struggled against them. They're kind of be a bogey team. They knocked us out both the League Cup and the Senior Cup. So we're very wary of what they pose.
Yeah, definitely. How do you see that game going? Do you think? Because I watched them against Mildenhall. Of course, you had a terrific result there in the week, the 1-1 draw. But it seems to be a very bogey team for most teams in the Third Own Under. Do you feel?
They play lovely football. Yeah, they get it down, and they, as a manager, player manager, you kind of on the pitch, and you kind of want your team to get it down like them and play, and it's kind of total football. They can get undone, and that's probably why they're just outside the playoffs. But take the emotion out of it and look at the league, and you come away from Saturday's game without them taking 3 points. In the league, that's probably a good result. You desperately don't want to lose against the top teams, and we found ourselves in a nice position where we go to Downham, and of course we want to get the 3 points, but you come away with a point, shared spoils, and you're kind of quite happy with that.
Yeah, then you've got 2 games at home, Walsham and Heacham, both another 2 tough games as well. So it's all points to play for, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this time of year, it's we talk about it being a cliche in football, but it's the business end of the season, and you go game to game, and we've still got downside. Walsham on their night can cause you problems. We've got Newmarket at home, the last home game of the season. So, and if you look at all the teams within the playoff mix, they're all playing each other. So there's a huge way to go, and it's kind of the teams who can focus on game to game and just gain some momentum, like I say, and. You just gotta not lose, and the teams are up there, and the teams that have struggled this season, you got to pick up the 3 points. It's kind of simple as that, really.
Yeah, definitely. Darryl, you got anything else to add?
Is Moore Barton aiming for step 4, and do you feel the club is ready for promotion? Should you achieve it this season?
Yeah, I mean, Selfie and I have always said the league never lies. So at the end of the year, you'll always be where you are, where you should be based on the results and stuff like that. So if we find ourselves in a position where promotion, kind of presents itself, then we're all competitive people at the football club. The football club, Darryl, and we want to trying to keep progressing, keep moving on to the next run of the ladder, and that's kind of really a real focus for the team, really, since Selfie and I took over 7 years ago. We always say to the club every year, it's about gaining kind of progress and momentum. And, as you know, with the ladies set up as well, there's always progress every year. So, the next set of progress is at some point playing in step 4. That's kind of the holy grail, really, for the club, really, yeah.
Brilliant. I've just got one other thing as well, if that's all right, Lee.
Sure.
You've had a couple of departures as well recently off the field. Dwayne, the chairman, and Kitters has gone to take up an exciting job, hasn't he? Has that unsettled the club at all? How's the club managed those departures?
Kitters, no, we're just glad to get rid of Kitters, to be honest. No, we love him to pieces, and he's kind of out of sight, but he's not out of mind. He's in our WhatsApp groups, and we get a daily drop of random videos from Cyprus and doing whatever he's doing. So we miss him, but he's kind of a chaotic individual. And went to Mildenhall last week, and obviously sorts the kits out, and there was no kit. There was no goalkeeper kit in the in the kit bag, and there's Tom wearing the warm up kit for as a GK. So he's chaotic, but you know Daryl. He's such a lovely individual and absolute heart of gold, and would do anything for the club. And he's been brilliant for us over the last couple of years, and we will of course invite him back into the fold when he comes back. And in terms of Dwayne, you know, we again another individual we love to pieces. You know, Dwayne was massive for the football club, kind of at the helm for about 7 years, and the progress off the pitch, infrastructure, and everything around Small Barn has progressed really quick with him at the helm, and kind of things move on in football, and just like in life as well. And you know, kind of regardless of who's at the helm of the football club and kind of held the roles at the football club, but we know they always have the football club at their heart, so they'll always do what's best for it. And as a togetherness, we just want to keep progressing, and with or without Kitters, with or without Dwayne, it will kind of continue to flourish and progress. That's always the aim.
Brilliant. Good luck with that.
Yeah. All the best,
Thanks,
Ben, for the rest of the season. Hopefully, we'll see maybe in the playoffs. You never know.
Hope so. Yeah, fingers
Hopefully.
crossed. Yeah,
But good luck for Saturday, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers, Ben.
see you, gents. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
See ya. So that was Ben Thompson, Moor Bottom Wanderers. So yeah, nice to see him back again, and of course doing very well, aren't they, Daryl?
Yeah, I mean that's a big winning at Dereham. Fantastic result. He probably wouldn't have wanted to have conceded the 5 goals, but it's all about getting the result, isn't it?
Exactly. So we've got Ernie saying, "Hi guys, hi Ernie, hope you're doing well." And of course, our very own Ruben Owen is watching the show. Hi guys, nice to see the show doing well. So our next 2 guests are from a club in the SIL League in Suffolk. They're from AFC Kesgrave. We've got Fraser Lord, who is the first team manager, and Stuart House, who is the marketing manager, stroke media guy at the at the club. So let's get these guys on. Ian and Stu, evening, Fraser. How are we all?
Evening, I'm good.
Good evening.
Evening.
Fraser, you look very cold.
Out in the training session tonight, so the boys are now carrying on training over there. I've just come to a bit of a quiet area to come speak to you guys.
Excellent. So just stay out. Watch out for flying balls. We don't want you to get hit like anyone else.
We're not doing any shooting, so I should be safe.
Well, hopefully you say that now. You know what's going to happen, so just be careful. Gents, we're quite new to the SIL, so can you just tell us all about the club and how you're progressing at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, Stu can probably do more about the club, and then I'll talk about how we're progressing as a team on the pitch.
Should we go with Fraser first and just talk about the games first, Stu? Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
So, Fraser, how is the club going? You're joint third at the moment, aren't you? With 25 points in the league?
Yeah, we are.
You're doing pretty well so far in the last 6 games. You've only lost 1 game to Stoke Upland, so you know, good start to the season, or middle start of the season, really. So you know you want to do quite well, don't you?
Yeah, the loss to Stowe was a cup game, and it was a good game, to be fair. We competed on every level. I think they were a bit more clinical than us on the day and got the goals and winning the cup. But yeah, since Christmas in the league, we've been unbeaten. It's been really good. We've had a settled squad all year, but we've got players back now from injury, and we've added a couple more players to the squad. And yeah, we're tracking really well so far this side of Christmas. It's a competitive league where anyone can beat anyone, but if we can win our games, that's all we can do and put ourselves in the best position for the end of the season.
Oh, good. So for your Division 1, is it the first 2 teams go up, or is it just the top team?
It's usually the first 2 teams go up. However, there has been rumours this year of potential 3rd place going up due to teams leaving the division above. So top 2's our aim. It was our aim before the season, so hopefully we can still be in that shout come the end of April.
Has it been difficult for you to get players for this season? Because you know, as you're saying, the top teams are being folding, left, right, and centre at the moment. Do you feel that players want to come and play for AFC Kesgrave?
Yeah, I think players do want to come play. I mean, last year we improved on our league position again, and we also won the cup, which was good for us as the team, as an achievement. Really good, but it's helped us put back on the map of teams to come and play for. We managed to handpick a couple of lads from other clubs in the division who have settled in really well this year and become key players for us this year. And we've got another signing over the line today, and we're talking to another player as well. But to be fair, for us, we've been good for players in the first team. We've got a consistent 14 every week, and then we've got 4 other lads who will either make up the last couple of places in the squad or go and play for the Resi. So yeah, we've got a good squad this year, good core.
And I believe you've got 23 teams overall in the whole club. Is that correct?
Yeah, from men's down to youth and the ladies section and the vet section. We've got 23 in the club.
No, amazing, especially for a Division 1 team, and must be clinging on to those players quite well. How do you see Saturday's game against? Is it Bacton who you're playing at home? Is that correct?
Yeah, we've got Bacton at home. It's always a tough challenge. Bacton, they're a good team. They're well organised. They know how to score goals. I mean, the 4 games we've played against each other over the last 2 seasons, I think we've won 2, or we've won 1 and drawn 3. So it's always a close game. They'll be up for it. It's always a close game. I'm hoping we can get over the line. If we get over the line, it means we'll be a point behind them with 3 games in hand, and it puts us in a really good position going in to the end of the month and into April, where we've got a lot of fixtures coming up.
I bet you have, and I bet you have to stop it on the 2nd of May. Isn't it 4th of May, 2nd of May, something like that?
Yeah, I think that is our last game. Yeah. So we're hoping we'll be in a position where we can celebrate come that point.
Well, Fraser, I wish you all the best for the season. Thanks for coming on. I'll get you back to training. I know you're looking cold, so you need to watch those boys with those footballs.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Fraser. I appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank
Cheers,
you,
Fraser.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. Okay, Stu, let me just sort this out. See, technology, rubbish, isn't it, Stu?
It is.
I'm not saying nothing about Wi-Fi or technology. Sometimes we hate it, don't we, Daryl?
Yeah, but you've learned to sit next to your Wi-Fi now, and that's been fine since you've been there.
Which is just it. So I've learned from my mistakes, Stu. Anyway, Stu, welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, very well, very well. Thank you for having me on.
Good. So, what is your role at AFC Kesgrave?
So my role is digital and marketing officer, and as Fraser was saying, we're a relatively young club. We started in 2007, but we've grown incredibly quick. Mm-hmm. So now we've got 23 teams. We've just launched walking football as well.
Oh wow!
So we're one of the fastest growing clubs in this area, and I was kind of attracted to the club as such because they are ambitious. As Fraser was saying, we do want to be playing senior football. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that will happen this year. And we've also submitted plans to get our home ground as well. Get ourselves somewhere we can call our home.
Brilliant.
So we're waiting to hear on that as well. So what I noticed was that we didn't have much of a social presence really. Mm-hmm. So I spoke to Dave, the chairman. He brought me in the summer, and I've taken over. Basically, there's been quite a lot of implemented. One of the first things I did was change the club badge because it was quite out of date. I expected to get quite a bit of kickback from that, but the club were very open to change. Yeah. So there was a new badge. I introduced club values, a motto. We brought in a new website, which I built on Pitcheroo. We even released a club anthem as well, which is now available on all streaming sites. So it's really just I've been brought in to kind of try and raise the profile of the club and help us, attract more sponsors and funding and help the club grow, really.
Yeah, well, that seems to be going in the right direction. Of course, you were saying about senior football. Is it the aim for AFC Kesgrave to get into like the third 09? To get into like the senior, go into step 5 and 6 and 5 and then 4 even. So is that a progression for Kesgrave as well? Yeah,
I think every club has got ambitions to to work their way up the leagues, and there's no reason why we can't. I mean, we've got a very good foundation here, a very good base, very well known in the area. Like I say, compared to a lot of other clubs in the SIL, we're fairly young. Let's say only started in 2007, but I think if we can secure our own ground and have like the youth teams playing there and the adult sides, I think that will give us a really big push and help us attract, a better quality players as well, to help us go up through the leagues.
Yeah. So how do you feel that the season's gone for Kesgrave anyway? Sitting in third place, do you feel that the club will go up this year?
I think what's happened since Christmas is the club, as Fraser was saying, their players come back from injury, and that's made a big difference for the first team. And we're starting to get that consistency now. I think a few of the results were a little bit up and down prior to Christmas, but now we're starting to get that consistency. We're on a roll. Hopefully we can get another win at the weekend. And also, we've got also in the SIL, we've got our Reses that play in Division 3, and we've also got our A team who play in Division 5, which is kind of like gives our youth kind of an opportunity to get into adult football as well. So everyone's performing well. Ladies have been doing well in the cups. Vets are doing well. It's all round. It's the club's doing really well at the moment.
So it gives you a bit of a headache to do everything, all this social media stuff.
Yes. So yeah, at the moment, Instagram, Facebook, obviously Twitter or X. I'm running those channels for the clubs. Up until I come in, like I say, we didn't have much of a presence, but now looking last weekend, I mean, we've got one of the biggest social media followings in the SIL now, and that's happened fairly quickly in less than a year. And that's just from coming, and getting involved with the other teams and posting regularly, also making it fun as well. It's not just about posting results and fixtures and
exactly,
sort of things like Long Melford are doing and. With their posts and things. I think you had them on last week, and it's bringing a bit of fun to it as well.
Of course, we've got to do these things, haven't we? I know there's a bit serious to it, a bit of fun to it, especially with the bananas. You might get some bananas come to your team as well.
I've been seeing the bananas. Yeah,
you never know. You never know. We'll have to mention them to them, so see if they can come down to Kesgrave. Bananas, if you're watching. There you go. So, but Steve, what other plans have you got for the club anyway? What's on your next to-do list, should we say?
The next thing I'm trying to get a bit more is getting. I've managed to get some local photographers at the games. So I think we've done a ladies' game and one of the games for the first team. So it's kind of growing and a little bit more in terms of our contacts. I'd love to be able to get VO in as well, so we can record and analyse some of our games. I think that's again, it's there's the cost that comes with that. But again, I think if we're able to get our own home ground and things like that, that will attract more sponsorship and things like that. And we'll be able to do things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Darryl, you got anything to add?
I think the home ground sounds really exciting. Is there a timeline when you might get that?
No, it's the I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's the old Hollies ground that was in Ipswich. Hasn't been used for 20 years. Wow. So yeah, I mean, we've put forward plans in terms of what we want to do, but these things never happen quickly. But hopefully we'll get some news soon, and we'll have some 11-a-side pitches, 7-a-side and 5-a-side over there. So we don't just want it to be just for the first team; it's for the club as a whole.
Definitely.
We'll have to try and pop down, Lee, won't we?
We'll have to, yeah. Maybe probably next season. Maybe we've got a few things going on. So, but, we'll try and pop down to the Suffolk club as well. So, wish you all the best, Stu. Thanks for coming on, and I hope
worries.
On Saturday.
Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Steve. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye now. Yeah, interesting there for AFC Kesgrave.
Yeah, I was sort of learning as we were going there because
we were indeed. I think everyone else. I know there's been a few clubs which have folded recently, especially an old club of mine. Claydon FC, they folded as well. So hopefully they can get their
Hopefully,
fun.
Kesgrove can keep it going and progress it nicely.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. So Long Melford, there's still 2-0 at the moment, and I believe
I want to know where Mr. Jones is.
it's still 1-0 to Whitton Town and 52 minutes are played. And also, I'm not going to mention Norwich. Okay, dokie. You probably know the score.
Is it still 2-1?
Yes. So Ruben. So hopefully Ruben is going to do some predictions because they're losing quite badly. I think everyone's losing quite badly, apart from one person. Let's have a look, shall we, Daryl?
Do we have to?
Yes. Of course we do. Oh, look at that. Top of the table. 49 points.
Just when you want the Wi-Fi to fail, it never does.
Well, it nearly did. So, anyway, Verity's on 6 points. Alex is on 9. Stephen's on 13. Dan has dropped down to 5th. Hopefully, we can get Mr. Dan Jones on the show. That will be good to see.
He's
see
sort
Dan
of,
again. Sorry.
Yeah, forgotten who he was.
Yeah, we have really. I did have like a little intro, but for me, but unfortunately, he's not there because it's postponed. Todd Ray is now on 20 points. He was bottom, wasn't he? And then he's come all the way up. Look at that.
Is that because he's the only one doing it in the bottom half?
No. Well, we had Garrity doing it, but most of the games got called off, didn't they? We only had 3 games, but we'll get on to that very shortly. Daryl, yourself, 32 points.
Yeah, I'm trying to get second spot.
You are. Ruben's still on 33 points. I don't know how he's managed that. With that's wrong. He's on 3rd. Sorry, I've done this bit wrong. And then Richard's on 36. And of course, we won't mention me on 46 points. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that very shortly. James, which I'm going to what?
Next.
What about next? What do you mean next? Great to see you down for Berrytown again against New Salamis. Yes, I'll get onto that very soon. Thank you very much. On the March the 16th. Of course, I've got 2 games to go to next week. You're very lucky. We're going to first game on Tuesday, the 12th. It is the big one. This Town versus Schools, the Norfolk Senior Cup.
Big one for this.
A very big one for this. That will be an interesting. And then we've also got Berrytown versus New Salamis on the Saturday. Not bad, eh? All good. Good evening, everyone. Everyone. What? Sorry.
You should have a big gate on that Saturday.
I hopefully will. So where should we start, though? Should we start in the Vanarama North Division?
Yeah, because they won, didn't they?
They actually won. Evening, Adam. Hope everyone's doing well at Keenseen. Here we go. So there we can see it. Keenseen, you did win 3-1 against South Shields. Ooh, hello.
They're actually on quite a good run, looking at that.
They are indeed, as we can see on that. Little fixtures on the left-hand side. And, of course, our old friend Calvin Castro, former Thetford Town player. Scores on the 89th minute of Calvin Castro there. Good for him. So they won 3-1 at home to against South Shields. Then Alfreton 1-1 away result there. It's quite a good result there. First at Celtic FC 0-0 at home. That might be a bit of a disappointing.
I think they were a bit disappointed with that one, from what I remember. But apart from that, they're on. If you take that one out, they're on quite good form, aren't they?
Well, they certainly are. And of course, you've got Brackley Town there. They beat them 3-1 away, and of course, then Gloucester City were quite close to them as well in the league. I think I've got the league. I think. Hang on.
They're actually on TV in a couple of weeks.
They certainly are.
Tamworth, the leaders.
Yes. Hang on. Let's just see if I've got the league. Probably not. Yep. Hang on. Let's just share that. There we go. So you got Gloucester there on 23rd. You got Bishop Stortford there, 24. Banbury United, 22nd. Darlington, and then of course you've got Kingston on both points on 40. But look at that goal difference there. Darlington got minus
So
23. Sorry?
They've had this really good run, but they're still only out of the relegation zone on goal difference.
Just by goal difference. And then, of course, you got Russell Olympic there on 41. Southport on 42. And then Rose Spartans on 43. So
we need Lynn to stay up.
Of course we do. We need to let them stay.
We've got to have a team in the Vanarama.
And we certainly do. But it's going to be
tough.
Difficult task. And Verity, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well as well. Good evening to everyone else. Hope everyone is doing well. We're just doing the Vanarama North, Kingston.
Especially good evening to Toasty and the Bananas.
Exactly. We tried to get Toasty on, but unfortunately he's in Vegas.
He'd rather be doing something more interesting.
Come on the show. Yes, thank you. No.
Hello, Toasty.
Anyway, that was the Vanarama division. But hopefully Kingston can get over it. So let's have step 3, the Southern League.
Are we doing it in order tonight? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like it.
Thanks very much. I've planned it out quite well for a change.
You have. You normally go all over the place, but this is good.
Thanks. So there's the league table. Of course, Needham Market has still got 2 games ahead of Mikolova there on 65. Of course, Needham Market got 69 points. Down there. Sorry?
They're going to do it, aren't they?
I think they're going to do it, yeah. They've got a really good team. Momentum is on their side. 2 games at our hand. I think they're going to do it now. Evening to the Ultras over there. Leiston in 10th position, 44 points. No, they're not going to make the playoffs. So I feel that they're going to rebuild for next season, I think. But we'll get on to Leiston in a second.
They might come 7th.
They might do. They might come
7th. That's probably the highest they're going to get. Yeah. Then you've got AFC Sudbury looking bleak there in 19th position. Could go back down to step 4. But there you go. But let's see if they can do it, really. What do you think? No, I don't think they can, but I'd love to see them do it because they're a fantastic club. Great place to go. Yeah,
it is. Definitely is.
Lovely ground if you haven't been there. Fantastic. Exactly.
So here are the results for step 3. So you got AFC Sudbury 1, Hitchintown 0. That is a good result for AFC Sudbury there, trying to get back into those, out of the relegation zone, should we say? And then you got Stourbridge there, 1-1 against Needham Market. Good away point there for them.
Definitely.
And then if we can come to the fixtures. So we'll just come to the fixtures quickly. AFC Sudbury at home again against AFC Telford United. Then you've got Leiston at home to Stourbridge, and then Long Eaton United are at home to Needham Market. And of course, Long Eaton there. Looking bleak there for them now, isn't it?
Yeah, Needham should win there, no problem.
Yeah, I think so. But how does everyone else think about their survival? AFC Sudbury, do you think Needham Market is going to go up? Let me find it. Let us know in the comments. So, yeah, that's the step 3. I don't think we've got any other updates yet from Long Melford. Have you got any?
I've not got anything to report from Long Melford. Probably because I'm not at Long Melford.
No, because you're here with me. That might help. Oh, dear. Well, I did have the intro for Mr. Jones, but of course he's not. He's probably got lost in the fog.
Or Wi-Fi issues again.
Okay.
Where is it? Where was he meant to be? Yarmouth.
He was meant to be at Yarmouth, yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
So who was keeping us up to date at Long Melford?
The social media guy, Jordan.
Oh,
He's keeping me up. He is keeping me updated. So don't
right.
worry about it. I've got it all in hand, ish.
Good.
So step 4, ladies and gents. Let's go to step 4. And of course, Bury Town there.
Wow.
For Ipswich Wanderers 3. Impressive attendance there as well. I believe there was nearly 800 people there, which is not bad for a step 4 team, is it?
No, they love their club.
They certainly do.
They're chasing down Lowestoft.
They certainly are. Even Felixstowe and Walton and Lowestoft are on level points, but we'll get to the table very shortly. Enfield 1, Lowestoft and Walton United 2, Hayres Swifts 2, Lowestoft Town 1, Lucerne Armies 0, Brentwood Town 3, Wroxham 1, Adrian Tiptree 0, and of course at the bottom there, Lowestoft 4, Galston 2. And someone's just saying you may have a heart attack at Bury. Well, I bet you did after that 94th minute winner. I bet everyone did it in the ground.
Look at that table.
Didn't they, Daryl? You see. And talk of the devil. Talk of the devil.
Where is
He
he?
may have joined us. It's Mr. Dan Jones.
Wow,
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
He's alive.
You've made it back from foggy Yarmouth. I bet you did
Yeah, I
yesterday.
have. Oh god, it was mad. It just happened like 15 minutes before kickoff. It was completely clear, and then it just came.
I bet you really wanted to see that game. Of course, they would have gone top, wouldn't they, if they were won?
Yeah, but when you think of it, it's actually put the pressure off Yarmouth because for Saturday, both teams will have equal games. So
That's correct.
it puts the pressure off Yarmouth that being cancelled today.
Yes, definitely. But we'll see. Are you going on Saturday?
What do you think?
I
What
don't
do
know.
you think?
You tell me.
Yes, of course I am.
Hey! There we go. There we go. I bet Daryl's going to Wimbledon.
No, I might actually be going to Yarmouth.
Are you going to
Ooh.
Yarmouth? Oh,
I
unfortunately.
might be.
You might be.
I'll let you know on Friday.
Well, unfortunately, I can't go anywhere. I've got to work. Anyway,
Oh,
Aww.
terrible, isn't it? You
yeah.
can't have everything, can you? So we're just doing step 4 at the moment, Dan. So
right.
here is the league table and the fixture for step 4. We'll get everyone on there. So, as you can see, top of the table, Lowestoft and Felixstowe on 62 points each.
Oh, wow.
They play each other soon as well.
They do. They do indeed. Bury Town are still unbeaten. I think that it's 15, 16 games, I think. I think they haven't been beaten since November.
Wow.
Someone tell me that.
They could win it still.
And it's still got 2 games in hand as well, so you never know. But there you go. Also got down the bottom there, 11th, you got Wroxham. You've got Witton Town there. Evening, James. 13th, you've got Galston. I bet James is going to be very happy anyway. Witton Town are beaten.
Aren't they playing right now?
They're
Playing right now.
Against Enfield. I believe it's still 1-0 to Witton.
Wow.
I think. And Lucerne Armies, 14th, they're going to be playing Bury Town next weekend, which I'm going to watch. Highlights will be on for that. 16th, Ipswich Wanderers have now pushed themselves up from the 18th to 16th. Not doing too badly under Glen Driver now, are they?
Getting there.
Doing very well. Evening Bananas.
Evening bananas.
Evening the Bananas.
We need them on the show.
What?
Get them
Oh,
on.
that would be good.
All 6 of them. That'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All 6 of them in one shot.
that'll be interesting, wouldn't it?
That would be
Yeah.
chaotic, I
Bananas,
think.
if you're watching.
You need to get
Anyway.
them on.
Oh, God. Yes, I've got some guests coming on for next week as well, so don't worry. Don't worry.
All right.
I've got some in my little magic book over here. But yes, and then unfortunately, Stowmarket 19th. Unfortunately, they'll be seeing Step 5 football next season, I believe.
Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
to the right, we've got the fixtures. Main ones to watch out for. You've got Folkestone Walton against Haybridge Swifts. Derby Day. 2 Derby days. Ipswich Wanderers against Galston. And Lowestoft versus Wroxham.
Oh God!
Big crowds everywhere.
Wow.
Yes, they should be
That
big
will
crowds.
be.
And you have the Bananas in tow. And of course, at the bottom there, Whittam Town versus Bury Town at the end.
That's actually a tough game for Bury.
It is. Yes, it will be very tough. How do you think that's going to go then, Dan?
Yeah, that looks really interesting, especially those 2 Derby days. I can see both of them attracting at least 300 each, especially with the Bananas at Ipswich. Or 2-0 Whittam. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Rovers Fans TV.
Wow.
Evening. Hope you're
Evening.
doing well. And then we've got, it would be cool to see Carl Squeeze on.
I'd have to hide all these. Definitely.
No comment. No comment. What's the score anyway? Hang on, let's have a look at the score. What's the
I
score?
don't actually know.
I think it's 3-1 to Middlesbrough. Yes,
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
Is it 3-1 now?
3-1.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, never mind. But Dan, what's your what games have taken your fancy this week, last weekend, with all the postponements and all the high scoring matches? Anything what took your fancy?
Anything that took my fancy.
Yes, well, I was going to say Dan or whichever, both of you, really.
You talking about this weekend's games?
Last week, just gone.
It
Obviously.
have to be Lowestoft to get them beat.
Oh, they got beat up. Wow.
Yeah, they got beat. Yeah, hang on, let's have a look quickly. There you go. Haybridge Swifts 2, Lowestoft Town 1. And of course, then
Wow.
Felixstowe there. 2-1 winners against Enfield. Also, Rovers Fans has just mentioned any discussion on the FA Vars guys quarterfinals round this Saturday because Great Wakeley are in the quarterfinals of the Vars.
Oh, nice. I'm hoping to go to the actual final in May.
Really?
I've booked the weekend off, so I can get that.
It's
They're
normally
guaranteed.
it's normally on the same day as the trophy final.
Oh
Hmm.
no, it's always on the same day. Both
Yeah.
of them.
It's a Saturday this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
if-
I don't know, but I will be getting tickets when they come out straight off the bat.
So,
So,
Rovers
yeah.
fan, if you want to come on and discuss it, if I can do it, I'll get on with it. Oh, I can't do it.
Next.
Yeah. So next, I'll get on to but I wish them all the best in the quarterfinals of the Vars. I think they're the only team left around this area.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I mean Stanway, Pegasus, and Walsham got knocked out last round. I think.
Yes, they did. So we're on to our famous step 5 and step 6.
Yay!
Here are the fixtures from last week. Of course, what abysmal thing in the third 09 Premier Division. There only 3 matches survived. So Deering Town 5, Marlborough and Wanderers 6.
You still got 19 goals though.
We did. Well, yeah,
Was
not
it
too bad.
18
Not
goals?
too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all, is it?
No.
No. How did you see that there, Dan? Did you think you have a 5-6 game last
No,
week?
definitely not between those two. I honestly thought 1-0, 2-1, but definitely not 5-6.
I think all of us on the show, I think we had a draw. I think for most of those games, apart from Lakenheath 2, Brantham Athletic 0. I think 3 of us got it actually bang on right. So all three of us got 3 points on that one. So it's good prediction there. And then of course Sheringham hit Heacham for 5-0. Daryl, do you just want to read those last ones out?
What
Of
the Division
of the
1?
Yes, please.
You got Distown 6, Needham Market under 23s nil. Big win for Dis. Framingham, good 2-1 win at Holbeach. Tough place to go. CBS 2, Holland 6, Swaffham nil, Yarmouth 5.
Did you say 6-2 to Holland there?
Yeah,
No Chinese then.
no Chinese.
Oh no, no Chinese.
Forgot about that.
CBS.
No Chinese. Oh my.
And Whittlesea nil, Stanwood Pegasus 2, and I think Bungie won that last one in penalties, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yep, they certainly did. And then Tuesdays.
Where's Tuesday? I'm over here.
Come on, over there. Over the other side. Oh God.
Fakenham 5, Walsham and Willows 2, Soham Town Rangers 3, Lakenheath nil, Haverhill Borough 5, Needham Market under 23s 3, Leiston under 23s 1, Distown 2, Stanway Pegasus 3, Wivenhoe Town 1.
Wow, interesting stuff there, isn't it? So which games?
Lots of goals.
Lots of goals, definitely lots of goals in that in last week, isn't there? So how do you see those games coming up this week? Wait for it. I've got the league table first. Shall we see the league table? There we go.
Oh God.
Look at that. If you want to run through it, Daryl, both of them.
Well, Mildenhall cruising to the title.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. They're going to win it, aren't they?
And then everyone behind seems to be crawling Newmarket in, which is interesting.
Yes, it certainly is. And Ian Honeyman has just said Leiston beat Bungie 2-1 on penalties. Yes, they did.
Where did we get up to?
Sorry.
You got Harleston just outside the playoffs, Lakenheath, Fakenham, Hadley, top half, and then Walsham and Willows, Soham, Sheringham, Heacham, Woodbridge, Bramham, Ely, Kirkley, and then our friends at Long Melford.
Yes, Long Melford. Yes. At the moment, they're still winning by 2 goals. And did you do the north side?
The north side, Framlingham top, 2 points clear of Yarmouth ahead of the big game this week.
Yes. Big game.
So Yarmouth win that, they'll be top.
Yes, they would be. And you say game in hand. It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
No one's got a game in hand.
No, they will have now. Great Yarmouth. Because they didn't play, did they?
I don't think they will.
No, we won't.
No.
Oh, no.
It'll still be level.
Oh, of course they will be. Sorry. Slap my hand.
They messed up their game in hand at, where was it? Holbeach.
Oh, yes, because they lost 1-0, didn't they? Yes. Okie dokie. And that's it for that. Interesting. So, fixtures. Should we go for fixtures?
Lots of games.
Lots of games coming up.
I think there's a Friday. Yeah.
There is a Friday. Do you want to read them out?
What, me?
What have you? Yeah, I don't mind who.
All right. Evening Toasty.
Good evening, Toasty.
Evening, Toasty.
Soham Town Rangers, Dereham Town.
Yes.
Evening Toasty. And then you've got, what you got? Norfolk Senior Cup, is that? Wotton United.
Yeah.
Harleston. And then you've
That'll
got
be an interesting game, won't it?
Premier Division. We just spoke to Tomo about that one. Downham Town or Barton. Fakenham versus Ely. Long Melford versus Kirkley. Mildenhall Hadley. Thetford Bramham. Walsham Willows Newmarket, which should be quite good.
Yes.
And Woodbridge Lakenheath on the Saturday.
Yep. Tuesday.
Right.
You want to do the Tuesday one?
Tuesday for the Premier. Hadley and Long Melfords, Heacham Harleston, and you got another Evening Toasty, Lakenheath Dereham.
Well, there we go.
Mulbarton Walsham and Willows, Soham Town Rangers, Bramham, and then is that, I can just about read that, is that Wroxham and Downham, Norfolk Senior
Correct.
Cup?
Yep. In the Norfolk Cup, yep.
Your banner's just covering it up a little bit.
I can see it.
Can you?
Yes. Perfectly well. What about
Okay.
the north side?
All right, you're making me work tonight.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to let Dan do it.
Dan can do the North.
Yeah, go on, Dan. You can do it.
Yeah, so on the Saturday, we've got Cornwall United versus Whittlesea Athletic, Diss Town versus AFC Sudbury Reserves, FC Parson Drove versus Dussendale and Helston Rovers. Obviously, the big match of the week and probably of the season, Great Yarmouth Town versus Framlingham Town, first versus second. Haverhill Rovers versus Swaffham, Holland versus Harbeach United, Needham Market under 23s versus Stanway,
Yep.
Norwich CBS versus Haverhill Borough, Winton United versus Harwich, and then obviously next Tuesday we've got the big game with Norwich versus Galston in the Senior Cup, Haverhill Rovers versus Cornard, and then Swaffham versus Dussendale and Helston.
Are you going to the Diss Town one, Dan?
Sorry?
You going to Diss Town, are you, Galston?
No, working.
Working. Well, luckily, I'll be going to that one. So, which games take your fancy?
We all know.
You know, you'd go to Soham on the Friday, and then
What is that? What is that? What you're doing, then, Darryl? Are you going to the one on Saturday, Friday?
I don't know yet. I'd like to, but
You like to?
Saturday I'm definitely going somewhere. Probably Yarmouth.
Oh, that's going to be a toughy game here at one. Ho.
I think Yarmouth will beat them at home.
I hope so.
Maybe.
I think they'll beat them 2-0.
Oh, we're doing a prediction one for that one, shall we?
Oh, God.
No, we only do the Prem League.
Tough. We're doing that one. Evening all.
We have
Right. So,
double points on that one.
depends if you get it right or not. Terrible. Dan, yourself, Great Yarmouth for you as well?
I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Yarmouth as well.
Go
So
on.
both of you go for a 2-0 win for Yarmouth.
2-0 and no fog.
Yes, Dan. No fog. I'm going to go. Actually, I might do a quite a bizarre one. I'm going to go for
4-4.
I'm going to go Great Yarmouth 5,
Pardon?
Birmingham 4.
Huh?
That would be a brilliant video if that is. That would be an absolutely unreal video.
If I get that double points. Right, anyway.
Yeah.
0-0
Anyway,
guaranteed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is prediction time. Should we see the lovely
Ooh.
table first?
We've already seen it. Move on.
I don't care. Dad hasn't seen it.
No, I have. I was hearing it in the car, so I
Oh,
know
well.
what it is.
He definitely has seen it.
There you go. I've done this a bit slightly wrong. But anyway, as you can see, Verity's on 6 points. Alex is on 9 points. Stephen is on 13. Dan, we need to do some points here. 19.
I know.
Todd's beating you by 1 point. 20. Darrow's on 32. Ruben's on 33. And then Richie's on 36. And of course, yours truly
Huh?
is on 56.
Good to see Richard leading the way.
I don't know what you want about. I'm leading the way. Yeah, Richie, he was actually going to be at the game for your Yarmouth game because I did see him tweet it. So, but unfortunately, he had to cancel as well. But we're going to do,
No.
if this works with me. Oh, I've done the results. Never mind. We are going to do the Thurlow North Premier Division, not North. Get it right, Lee. So,
What,
gentlemen,
just the Saturday, or are you going to do Dereham as well?
no, we just do the go on then. If you want to do the Dereham as well, you've got to make some room now. So,
Just for Toasty.
Evening toasty.
Anyway, shall we go for Soham Town versus Dereham Town first? Gentlemen, where should we go? Who's going to start off?
Me, he wants me to start. Well, I thought long and hard about this one, Lee.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
0-0.
Is it going to be?
0-0.
Oh,
Oh no.
you were going to go 1-1.
No, I wasn't.
You were. Anyway, Dad.
Toasty said I have to predict 0-0.
I'm going to say 2-1 to Dereham.
Well, I'm going to go Soham Town Rangers 2, Dereham 3.
Oh,
Evening all. Right. So down in town. Oh, evening, Richard. Evening, Verity again. See, Richard's back in. He's back home. He hasn't got lost by the fog. Evening. So is Verity. She's done a few there as well, and she's actually said 3-1 to Derham as well. Oh,
Gosh.
I know, very exciting this. But as we gone from the top of the show, we were speaking to Ben Thompson there from Mulbarton Wanderers, who's facing one of his bogey teams, down in town away. So who's going to start on this one? Go on, Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Downham 1, Mulbarton 3.
Wow, take that.
You definitely take that. Definitely. Daryl?
1-1.
Oh, how would I know he was going to say 1-1? Shocking behaviour. I'm going to go Downham 1, Mulbarton
1.
So we'll go to Fakenham Town versus Ely City. Hello, guys at Fakenham. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go 2-1 to Fakenham.
Shocking behaviour.
Why?
Well, it's not. I'm just joking. I'm probably going to do a fake in a
I
minute.
know what you're going to do, Daryl. I know what you're going to say. You're going to sit on the fence and you're going to say 1-1.
No, I'm not actually. I'm going to go faking them.
Oh,
2-0.
Oh, oh my!
Dan.
Up the ghosts.
I'm going to say 1-1.
Sake. 1-1. But I'm going to say who you're going to call. Anyway, get the joke.
Ghostbusters.
That's it. Right. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Long Belford versus Kirkland Paintfield. I think this is going to be a bit of a 6-pointer, really.
The actual Ghostbusters.
Yes. Let's carry on. The joke's past. You do get it. Right. Anyway. Evening all. Long Belford versus Kirkland Paintfield. Who's going to go first?
I am.
Are you?
I'm going to go Long Melford 2, Kirkley 0.
You're actually not sitting on the fence. Excellent. Brilliant. Ben?
I'm going to say Long Melford 0, Kirkland Paintfield 1.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go Long Melford 2, Kirkland Paintfield 1. Mildenhall versus Hadley United. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go. A 2-0 win for Mildenhall.
I'm going to go 4-0 to Mildenhall.
I thought you were going to say Hadley there.
I'll go in the middle. 3-0.
I thought you were going to say 0-0.
No.
Stretford Town versus Brantham Athletic. Okay, who's going to go with this one? Evening.
2-0 to Thetford.
Okay, yep. Daryl.
0-0.
I think Thetford are going to win this one. 2-1 to Thetford Town. Walsh and the Widows versus Newmarket. Evening, Ruben, wherever you are. Hope you're going to do some match day commentary for this game.
It should be here. Right here.
It should be here.
Yeah.
Should be. Should be. Evening, Jamie. Is it Jamie? James. Jamie.
Jamie's.
Jamie's. Evening, Jamie's. Hope you're doing well.
No.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. So where we go? Walsh and the Willows versus Newmarket.
2-2.
2-2. Oh, you're sitting on the fence now.
Oh,
Everyone's sitting on the fence all of a sudden.
I'm not going to sit on the fence.
Wow, yeah, right. Go on, Ed. What is it?
Wash on all those 2, Newmarket 1.
Oh.
Whoa!
Evening, Ruben.
He should be here, ready, in his suit. Should really put a suit on, ready, one day. Walsh and the Willows I think they're going to win by 3-2. Woodbridge versus Lakenheath.
Oh, tough one. that.
3-0 Lakenheath.
What?
Wow.
Just because of the form that Woodbridge have been on, I think.
Yeah, they haven't been great. They haven't really been playing much either this season, have they? This last few weeks.
I was thinking about a home win.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or should I sit on the fence?
You
No, I'm
normally
gonna do Woodbridge 1-0.
Oh, God.
I'm actually going to be with Dan. Actually, I think it's going to be Woodbridge 1, Lakenheath 3.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There we go.
done.
That's the predictions done. So, gentlemen, you were saying you're going to Great Yarmouth, both of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to be highlights for that one, Dan.
Yep. There'll be highlights for tonight's one as well. Just a complete joke.
Just put a bit of fog out there. There you go, done.
No, there's
That's
a
highlights.
video of Squeaky running into the dugout to just announce that the game's been postponed. So that's why.
Oh, we
Well,
love
hopefully-
Paul. We love Paul. We need Paul on the show. We need Paul on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you never know. We'll see what we can do. So that was predictions. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go any games this weekend. Unfortunately, someone has to work. But we do have 2 games next week, if my graphics want to work. So on Tuesday night, we are going to watch.
Are you off next week?
Yes. We're going to Distown versus Goulston in the Norfolk Senior Cup. And then on Saturday,
Go on,
the
Dis.
winners of the poll is Berrytown versus the New Salamis. I had 143 people who voted. And the only thing is, Berrytown only won by 1 single percentage.
Oh, God. Wow.
So that's where you're going.
So that's unfortunately where I'm going.
Why
No,
is, it
unfortunately.
why is it unfortunate?
It's not unfortunate. I mean, that's where I'm going. Say that a bit wrong. But,
Oh.
gentlemen, thank you very
Can't
much
believe
for
you just
joining
said
me.
that.
Thanks for all the chat. I didn't mean that. Berrytown is a great place to go to. Really good. Thanks very much for joining me. I'll quickly go off before I get shot. Thanks very much for everyone who joined us. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Look out for the highlights for Tuesday and for Saturday next week. Of course, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, Dan will be back.
Probably not.
He'll be on holiday
No,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
working.
again.
Working. All right, then. Daryl,
What? I'll be here. What
Yep.
night?
one night. And that is it. But hope you all enjoyed the show. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for everyone. We'll see you next week. But for now, bye, Toasty. Bye,
Bye,
bananas.
Toasty.
Bye, bananas.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you very soon. Bye, bye, bye.